Vivian speaking more about city life.
关注房子，关注城市，更关注生活。
I will see you every Wednesday night.
国际生活家直播采访秀 Vivian Speaking。
大家好，我是 Vivian。Hello，又到了我们8点档的 Vivian Speaking 疫情期间的特别节目。那么今天晚上我们的嘉宾呢，她叫 Sophia， 她来自英国，是一位艺术家。那么她在疫情期间呢，她完成了3幅作品。那么我们会让她给我们逐幅来介绍一下。那其实通过这3幅作品呢，我们也能感受到 Sophia 的一些疫情期间的一个心理的一个变化。那好，那么她现在在北京的家里在等着我们，那让我们跟 Sophia 来打个招呼。Hi Sophia, so how are you doing?
Good, yeah, good.
Okay, so
It's a beautiful day in Beijing. It's lovely and sunny.
yeah, and is Beijing snowing today?
No, it's bright sunlight. It's beautiful. I went out for a walk this morning with my mask on, and enjoyed a bit of the sunshine.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so what did you do during this period of a difficult time?
So we've been spending most of our time at home. I'm at home with my 2 daughters. My husband is back with his family in Shenyang. He's looking after his mum and his dad. So it's me and the girls are here by ourselves in Beijing. So we've been spending a lot of time together and cooking and cleaning together and also painting. And also we've been doing online learning now. I work at Beijing International Bilingual Academy. And we've started our online learning now. So that's been a huge learning curve to learn the new technology so that we can make sure the kids are having a good level of education over this time.
I see. I know you are the artist. So could you give me some examples of how the art leads you when you came across or something like this period of time, difficult time, how the art leads you?
Actually, it's such a lifesaver for me to have the art, because through the art I can express my feelings. If I'm feeling happy, I can express I'm feeling happy. If I'm feeling sad, I can also express that I'm feeling that kind of depression and sadness. So these 3 paintings actually really show that process well.
Okay. So you mean the 3 paintings, kind of in your background, is what you have done during this coronavirus holiday period time, right?
Yeah, it's been a really difficult time, I think, for everybody. Obviously, the most difficult time has been for the people of Wuhan. But I think because people are suffering in Wuhan, we're all feeling it. We see their loneliness and their difficulties, their pain, their illness, but also their fear. And it affects all of us. We all feel it. And so we're all suffering with them as well. So art has helped me to process that difficulty and that feeling of empathy for the people in Wuhan.
Okay. So for these 3 paintings, could you just explain to us one by one? Which one the first? Because I think that shows your emotion back then, right?
It did. So it actually goes in this order. So this is the first one, when I was feeling very down and depressed. This is the second one, when I used prayer and meditation to reach through that depression and to have hope. And this is the final one, where after saying prayers, I felt this feeling of protection and hope and happiness again. So that's the process. That's the 3 paintings. And I think, yeah, it really expresses the kind of process I've been through over the last few weeks. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Sophia just showed us the 3 paintings that she did during this difficult time. So I just wanted her to express to us what the specific for each one, because you just showed that 3 one. To be honest, we cannot see it's very clear. So yeah, could you just explain it one by one? Yes.
First one. So this one, as you can see, is very dark. There's a lot of red and black in this, and I wanted to express that feeling of feeling very hopeless and very alone and isolated and depressed and not knowing where to turn or who to ask for help. So this face here is almost like a self-portrait, but it could be anybody. It could be any of humanity when we feel like this. And this figure has
Is that a battle? It seems like it's not just the people. It's a kind of a battle together. It's a kind of that man. In white. He's a kind of got lots of fears and got lots of power.
Absolutely.
And wants to battle for something.
Right. This person is feeling powerless and feeling sad and anxious and angry perhaps, and this person has their back towards the light. So it's like they've turned away from all that hope and that loving energy that, in Chinese culture you would call it the Tao. Other people might call it the God, or whatever this energy, this beautiful energy is in life, this love and hope and happiness. This person's kind of turned away from that, so they have their back to this sun, this golden light that is love and happiness and hope.
Okay.
And there's another little figure down here. This little figure has its head on its knees and in its hands, and it's just despairing. You can see a little white figure here. There's another figure here in red. I don't know if you can see that. There's a head here and the arm is stretching out and it's crying out. And this is really the most desperate time. This is when we have so much fear and we just cry out for help in our own souls. So this figure is crying out. And then up here, this is interesting part of the painting, because the process of painting is so interesting. It's the same for anything that you need inspiration for. So for music or even science, we get this inspiration sometimes from somewhere else. We feel like it's not coming from us, and sometimes we feel like, I don't know what that is either, it just appeared. So this little hand is, I'm not quite sure what it symbolizes. Maybe it means stop, but it also has like an eye within the hand, and there's some cultures like the Indian culture where the eye in the center of the hand can also mean spirituality, and it can mean maybe a loving presence or a divine presence looking after us. And this was the final figure that I painted in this painting, because I want this to be a series. So you can see with the middle painting, there's this figure, and I wanted that each of the three paintings had a common figure. So this last figure here is that figure going through the three paintings.
So actually, this three one is not, to totally separate.
No.
It's kind of theory.
Exactly. It's a story almost, from going from one state to another. So this little figure, as you can see, has a kind of black heart. So she or he is feeling quite empty and quite desperate in this painting. So that's really the main thing. There are some very small little figures in the background in red. They're kind of witnessing all of this. This might be people around us, or it could be even people who have passed on and are in another world watching and witnessing us. So I know that many people in China also love to think of their ancestors and to honor their ancestors. And so I also believe that these ancestors are around us always and are with us actually. So I wanted to represent those, that feeling of the spirit of those who have passed on are also with us.
Okay, what about the second one? Can we continue? And I have a question. Is that a little white man? Is that is he represent you?
All of these represented me at the time. So I think it showed different parts of what I was feeling at the time. So the feeling of turning away from hope, the feeling of complete desperation, of maybe depression, and also of that feeling of an empty heart. It's kind of, it could be myself, or it could be anyone. It's different aspects of how we're feeling, and perhaps even this sun is ourselves as well. So this is our hope, this is our joy, this is our love, that we can sometimes we turn away from that.
Okay, yeah. So let's continue. Let's turn to the second one.
So I believe in the Baha'i faith, and as a Baha'i, prayer is very important. So the way that I was getting myself out of this depression was to pray and meditate. So this little figure is now bursting through. This is kind of a depression again, or the feeling of sadness or hopelessness, and this figure now is breaking through that hard time. So there's like a blue, I don't know if you can see like a blue figure here. So he or she is kind of like the doorway. This could be the prayer itself. It could be some ancestor maybe leading us into that hopeful time. And you can see this figure is breaking through. It's coming out of the the darkness of the black and the red and going into like the gold and the blue and the white, which is more hopeful. And I think of the three, I think I like this painting best right now. I like the freedom of it. I like the kind of spontaneity of it. I think the energy of this one is really nice. And in the first one, you can see the sun has a black center, a kind of hopeless center. But in this one, it's become gold. So the hope is there, the love is there, the warmth is there. And so this little figure is bursting through. And I also like in this one, I did paint some little figures in the background, black and red figures that are kind of witnessing this again. But also some random figures came up, some faces that I hadn't intended. So here, there are two faces that I didn't mean to draw. And it's like two lovers' faces. I don't know if you can see those. So
Yes.
two gold faces are like almost like little people facing each other. And they came out of nothing, and it's like two lovers that are facing each other and helping each other. So this one is really when the hopeful feelings began, and there was a feeling of breakthrough and connection and warmth and hope and happiness. So that's the second painting.
Yeah, okay. I can, okay, so I want to give you some feedback after you finish the third one, okay?
I love it. Okay, great. Thank you.
Okay, so, okay. Yeah.
Okay. So,
This was the final painting of the series, and in this one you can see like this sun has now become almost like a figure. It's become a being in itself that is protecting and loving the central figure. And there's another, this one that is the figure that went through all three and is kind of the protagonist. He or she is watching this process now. So this person is content and loved and protected and calm and content, almost like when a child reaches to their parent to be hugged and feeling that safety and that love. So this is at the end of the prayer, this warmth and this hope and this feeling of protection and safety has come. And all the problems on the outside, maybe these little figures or whatever they are on the outside, and this person is protected within and loved within this safe space. And this has become a head. So that's the top of the head and the eyes are here. And it's like a mother with her arms around the child and protecting the child in the middle. So this was a feeling at the end of feeling warm and loved and protected at the end.
Yeah. You know, obviously, you know, this is three paintings that shows how you felt, right? And I mean, your emotion be reset, right? During this period of time, okay?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, and my feeling is, you know, I love those three. Okay, I love them all, and my feeling is that the first, you know, just to show that how fear, you know, the kind of a fear you had at the very beginning. You heard the news about the coronavirus. You know, it's a kind of a frozen. You know, it's a kind of a stuck. You know, you say, but at least you see all of those affairs, right? And you say what happened, okay? And for the second one, and from my point of view, what I saw is you try to do something, okay? And you are not just avoid, you know, saying anything or just stay there. No, you are keep thinking, and you want to connect to something or somebody, or you are trying to do something, okay? This is the second painting, what I felt.
Interpretation. I think this is the beautiful thing. Yeah, I love this about art, that the artist can have one idea and then people seeing the art are equally valid. Their ideas are equally valid and maybe totally different. So it's really interesting. it's lovely. It's like a gift back again to the artist that someone interprets it
Okay,
differently.
wow.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
like that.
Okay.
One, it's more interesting to me. To be honest, I didn't see the mom's face and eyes, everything. I have no idea. There's mom's face there, but to me, there, I see a face in the middle of your painting, and okay, all the white things to me, is just like mom's belly, there's a baby inside, and you.
Like a child.
Yeah, just like a mom is waiting for the babies come out of their belly. It's a kind of newborn. Okay, what I'm saying, from the at the beginning, you wear the fear, and the second step, and you are trying to do something, and you are trying to connect. Okay, the third step, finally, you are kind of because of something that you cannot kill you, something make you stronger, right? And
Right.
just like kind of a new birth of you, right? So this is what I interpret, okay, for these three paintings.
I love it. Yeah, a new birth. It's kind of a new birth for everyone this time, isn't it? It's very, just like a mother giving birth, it's very painful, but it's also a chance for a new beginning, and also seeing the way that people are coming together and from all over the world. So I got a message from my father a few days ago by email, and he was saying how much admiration he had for the Chinese people and the way that they're handling this crisis. So it's not just within China, but all around the world, people are seeing what's happening, and they are sending their love and their support and wanting, everything to go well for China and for everyone to recover and for things to go back to normal so everyone can live their life happily again.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for your dad's, support and very warm words. Okay. To be honest, I think all the Chinese people and all our communities, not only in Beijing and in Tianjin, okay, and all are well organized right now. And we all try to protect ourselves. That's why we try to stay home, right? And we try to work at home, and you do the e-learning for your student. That's it, right? And at home, so we try just to do everything that we can do, right, to protect ourselves. And I think that's a thing that we can contribute to this city, right?
Exactly. Yeah, people are being very responsible and really trying to make sure everybody's safe. So keeping themselves safe and then helping everybody. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you for your time. And hopefully after this virus situation, I will hope to see you in Beijing soon. 非常感谢 Sophie 参与我们本期节目的录制哈。我不知道大家对于这3幅画是有什么样的感受。我刚才跟 Sophia 呢也进行了一个交流哈，非常有意思的时候，非常有意思的事情是，有的时候呢，作者表达的内容和观者看到的内容是多少有些出入的，那么作为我来讲的话，那么我看到了他第一幅画里，他对于那种恐惧和对于不安的，那种表达。那么第2幅画里，他伸出的那只手呢，让我感受到的是一种链接，是他的一个主动链接，是那种 connection 的那种力量。那么在第3幅画里呢，非常有意思，它体现的是那种妈妈给予的那种爱，但是作为我来讲，我看到的是那种就像是妈妈在孕育一个新生命一样，其实真的希望每个朋友、每个伙伴，包括我们就是 Vivian Speaking 节目前的每位观众一样哈，希望在这个疫情期间的等待的过程中，就是大家每个人的一个新的生命孕育的一个过程。我们希望大家在疫情后呢，都会有新的成长。这就是本期的 Vivian Speaking。那么我们下期的嘉宾呢，他是 Octavia， 他来自美国。他是一位作者，同时呢，他也是英语顾问。那么他在明天的节目里面呢，也会给我们大家提到几个在疫情期间非常常见的一些英语单词。那大家不要错过，那明晚8点不见不散。
Bye.